Hello, my name is Chelsea Cole, and welcome back to my vlog, Gender, Sex, Women's Health, and Me. Today, I'm going to be talking about the importance of the articulation of sex and gender in primary data collection to produce relevant and accurate research findings. From this module, it's evident that sex is a difference in biological characteristics, things like hormones, whereas gender is differences in social norms and social constructs, such as men are expected to be macho beings, dismissive of their pain, and women are expected to be detail-oriented, fragile beings. From my experience in my professional practice as a student nurse, we collect primary data on gender and sex, which directly impacts health outcomes and how healthcare is received. For example, men and women respond to certain medications completely different. As well, men and women present with the same diagnosis with completely different symptoms, such as things like a heart attack. Men present with classic symptoms such as chest pain and radiating shoulder pain, whereas women present with more subtle symptoms such as jaw pain and nausea and vomiting. As well, gender plays a role in healthcare, how it's received, as men often delay seeking healthcare and they dismiss their pain, leading to negative health outcomes, whereas women overtly express their discomfort and seek care promptly. Overall, if you're not collecting data on gender and sex, you are not getting the big picture of someone's health. In terms of this class's discussions, it's evident that gender and sex bias is still evident in healthcare and health research through promoting intensive interventions for mostly males due to their thriving in the face of adversity. And as well, women are excluded from clinical trials due to the riskiness of their participation, and overlooking unique conditions such as preeclampsia, which is often interpreted as male-centered conditions such as hypertension. And one important gap I'd like to highlight is the lack of the representation of the intersection of sex and gender. For example, do societal pressures impact women's hormones, which influence the risk of cardiovascular disease, as well as the lack of representation of diverse populations. This is often due to the lack of funding, and Stranges and colleagues highlighted this as a very pitiful minimal increase in funding when we need to express diversity and promote equity more than ever now. So overall, this module has reinforced that gender and sex need to be reflected appropriately so that evidence-based practice can be applied appropriately for sex and gender.